Hello again, welcome to another video. Today's video is something that's quite simple really, but it gets asked a lot and you have to do it quite often, so I thought I'd cover it in this one, and that is how to put your own images and videos into Soundbox. A lot of times brothers giving public talks have their own images that they want to show, or there may be a video that you've had to download for the midweek meeting that doesn't get downloaded automatically. So how do you put that into Soundbox? So let's get cracking. So let's open Soundbox, and I have got a USB stick here with a couple of videos on it, so let's put that in. Now my computer brings up the Explorer window of the USB stick as soon as you plug it in, but if not, you just need to go to Explorer and go to your USB stick to open it. So let's go to the media section of Soundbox, and as you can see at the moment it's got all the videos that are automatically downloaded for this week's midweek, all color coded and named nicely. Great stuff. Now if I've got these two videos here, so we want that being displayed, so let's just drag it across, you'd think, and essentially that is all you need to do. But there are issues with doing that. Now it's copied because it's quite a big file, so let's have a look. There it is at the bottom. You'll probably instantly think there's a problem here. There's a few problems actually, so let's go through them. One of them being it's not color coded, the other being it's not named correctly, and another problem, which you may not realize happens, is this. If I close Soundbox and go into the future by adjusting the date and time on my computer to, I don't know, let's do it later in this month. So we're now the 18th of October, so there's a bit of time travel for you. And open Soundbox again and go to the media. You see what's happened here? There's one of the midweek videos that we're going to use that week that I've just put the computer time to, but there's that video that I already copied earlier. And in fact it will stay there forever until you delete the file. It'll always be in the media section. It's easy enough to sort that out. The quickest way is to click folder and then delete it. Let's do that. Press delete. It's gone. It's gone from here instantly as well. So you can do that, but it's still not ideal. And the other problem being is that it's not named correctly. So let's close Soundbox and put the computer time back to today. And open Soundbox again. So to get around the problem where it's persistent, where it's there all the time, the best way is to click this button here, go into media calendar mode, and then you can drag it into the week it relates to, and then it will only appear in that week. And Soundbox has an option actually in the options and settings, if you go to media, to delete old media calendar items, so eventually it would get deleted. So that's one way to sort. That's the way to sort that out, is to just go to calendar mode and then drag it into the week it needs to be, and you can go to the week it needs to be using these buttons down here. So if it's this weekend or if it's next week, you can put it in and that's fine. So that's how to get around that problem. The other problem is the name. Normally, when you download videos, or when the media service of Soundbox downloads videos, it gets the name of the file, it gets the name that it should display from the data inside the file. So if I go to this weekend and drag in the broadcast for this month into there, so it will display nicely this weekend for playing the broadcast. Now you see this file here, it's a bit gobbledygook, isn't it? JWBE 2016. You can work out what it is pretty much, but it's not ideal. But when it appears in here, because it's a big file, you have to wait a minute or two. There you go. And you can see well, hang on, that's the name of the file, but what's happened here? It's called it JW Broadcasting October. Brilliant, that's what we want. But when I dragged that in earlier, it didn't do that. Now, why is that, you may think? Well, the reason for that is what's called metadata. It's data inside the file that tells programs such as Soundbox what the file is about. And the way to view and edit that data is to right-click the file and go to Properties. And then go to Details. And as you can see here, the title is where it's taken this from. JW Broadcasting October 2016. That's the thing you need to worry about, is the title. It's nothing to do with the file name, it's in here. So if I go back to here, to this one, and go to Properties and Details, nothing in title. So Soundbox doesn't know what to do with it. All it can go on is the name of the file, which obviously is not what we want. So in here, let's go to Title, and we know it's for local needs, so let's call it Local Needs Britain Branch Relocation. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Okay, that. Because it's on a USB stick, it takes a while for that data to be saved. If it was a file on your computer, this would be pretty much instant. You wouldn't really see this box come up at all. But because it's having to save it back to the USB stick, and USB sticks aren't very fast, there it goes, done. Now if I drag that in, so let's go to this week again, drag it in, there we are, Local Needs, Britain Branch Relocation. Perfect. The only other issue, this is purely cosmetic, but you might prefer it, if you want it in the order, the correct order for these files. That is all to do with the file name. So if we go to the calendar folder, you'll see here, there's the one I've copied there. Soundbox has automatically taken the title from the file and renamed the file that. Local Needs Britain Branch Relocation. But if we look at all the other files that are in this week, in here they've got various Introduction to Proverbs, which is this one. That's called M1-010 and no nonsense. The Introduction to Proverbs is taken from the title data, so if we right click that, go to Properties and go to Details, Introduction to Proverbs. How it colour codes it is all to do with this section of the file name here, M1-010, M1-020, etc. The M number relates to the section of the meeting. So in midweek we've got the Digging for Gems, which is the M1, the middle section, I can't remember its name, is M2, and then the final Living as Christians section is M3. And then how to order them within those different sections is the next number, so 010, 020, etc. So we've got 3 videos for the presentations this week, as you probably saw, and it's put them in the right order because of the 010, 020 and 030. So if we want this, we know it's the M3 section, but it's before this one, this video here, which is the What Happens at the Kingdom Hall. It's the talk before that. So what number should we give it? Now the best way, let's close Soundbox first and edit the file name. So we'll put M3, because you know it's that section of the meeting, then a dash or hyphen, and we want it in between this one and that one. So let's go 015 and then a space. Enter that. Now if we open Soundbox and go to Media, there it is. Above that one as it should be and colour coded nicely. Okay, so that's it. So essentially, to get your own images, you just drag them over. If you want to make sure they don't go and stay in every week, go to Media Calendar and then go to the section you need it to copy. If you want it to be colour coded, and displayed properly, that's two things. That's the metadata, so go to properties and details and make sure the title is what you want it to be called, and color coded is the M number. That's it. Thanks for watching.